talking about it. So
Yes.
Golden.
It came out. So this entire album, JK was talking about
A fucking masterpiece, dude.
It's a masterpiece. JK was talking about how this album is divided into two parts, which is great. So we have the first section, which is like very up tempo, and it's about like when you're in love with somebody, and these are kind of the feelings and emotions that you have when you're in love. And then the second half is about like a breakup or a fallout of love, which
yeah, it's very clear where the line is between the two parts.
Yes. So 3D, Closer to You, 7, Standing Next to You, Yes or No, Please Don't Change. Those are all part of the in love sort of thing. And then Hate You, Somebody, Too Sad to Dance, and Shock Glass for Little Tears, and 7 at the end is all about that breakup and that fallout of stuff, which completely makes total sense to me. And I feel like bookmarking it with 7 and 3D is really nice, because we get this like, okay, I'm back in love again, you know, like I feel like I'm ready to like put myself out there again. So it's nice to have. It's also interesting that the explicit version is in the loving part, but the regular version is in the like heartbreak portion of this album.
It makes sense, because it's just like when you're already like in love, you know, and then after that you're like, well, I miss you, like let me treat you right, let me love you. So it makes sense, but also it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Okay,
so do you want to go through one by one?
Yes, I do. So 3D and 7 and Standing Next to You, we have already talked about in very great detail. 3D specifically. So let's go to track number 2. Which is
Closer to You with Major Lazer.
So I actually wrote down thoughts, because I had a lot of thoughts about all of this.
Go ahead. So, I'll just like, mine is just like, this is great. So if you have more technical stuff, go right ahead, because so you know how useful I am.
I just like the song.
I just beeps and boops.
Beeps and boops, you know. All right, so Closer to You. This is very Major Lazer. I was talking about this earlier with Jan before we started recording, because this song really reminded me of Closer, which is also a Major Lazer song, but with Justin Bieber and M.O., I think is her name. It is so incredibly like light and airy and breathy and so very club 2000s
it
music.
Is very vibey. It's
so
100%
vibey,
like the music we grew up with.
100%. I could hear this in a club like today and it would like totally be fine, or when I was like back in like the like, you know, 2000s 2010s
that's
era.
like the kind of 100%. Shit I'd have like at my prom. It's like
yeah, and it's completely Major Lazer. Like if you listen to his like discography, like Lean On and Closer, they have a very similar vibe. It's like a very upbeat. The drop comes as it usually does in the middle, but it's kind of like a lower drop in the center. Like it's not one of those that like climbs and then continues like going up.
Super massive that you're like, oh
yeah.
Like,
it's
this
more
is
like
just
a
nice.
It's a nice wave of sound, if that makes any sense. That's like
I understand
how
what
I
you're
interpret
trying
it.
to say.
It's like a wave of sound.
It's kind of like a tiny roller coaster, not a big
one. It's not like a huge one, but it definitely is totally Major Lazer. And Jungkook's vocals on this song in particular too is just like
makes me ascend to the stratosphere.
He's just so good at manipulating his voice to fit specific sounds. And like this is no exception to that.
So versatile.
He's so
talented.
I will
say this like so many times throughout this video. It's so true.
It's so true. So track 3 is 7, which we have a reaction video. It'll be somewhere. And Standing Next to You, we did a reaction video already on Sunday. Again, my thoughts on the song have not changed. I think that I love it more now that I've listened to it a couple of times. It definitely a couple billion times. It definitely has, again, like that Michael Jackson. I even like Justin Timberlake also comes to mind.
Yes.
Like
yes, absolutely.
It has that like classic pop vibe that like fits so well in this song. I really enjoy the music video. I've watched a few times as well now too. And it's really this like beautiful back and forth between like wanting somebody.
You, think of the choreography.
Oh my god.
Video.
Okay. Oh.
While we're talking about Send It Next to You, might as well just mention it, you know.
Why are they all naked? I like put your jackets back on. I can't.
Okay, also, who allowed him to have this deep of a V?
What are we doing? And the dancers have like I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm like, what choreography? Because I don't think I was paying attention that entire time.
But also the choreography that he taught Jimmy on the Tonight Show.
I can't.
We'll talk about his appearance on the Tonight Show a little bit later. But yeah. I had to mention it.
Oh man, I can't.
I can't. Yes or no is the next track.
Okay.
We have a lot of thoughts and love this track.
Okay, so to me, this is like true pop song. Like this is 2010s pop top 10 like charting song. I love this song so much. Like genuinely, it has been in my brain since this release. It has not come out.
Listen, we've been battling for this song.
Like it's so it's so guitar heavy. The vocals are amazing. It's so good. Like I can't it like brings me back to like like I said, like the 2010s of pop music.
It reminds me of my Maroon 5 phase.
Oh yeah.
Like they're nothing comparable, but it's like that time frame, you know?
100%. This song is my everything.
It really is. It is also mine. Like
I genuinely, it's never leaving my life. This is how I felt about Namjoon's album Closer. This is the exact same feeling that I will literally send this
song to my mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, okay,
she's not against K-pop, but like I think I can disguise this one. I probably won't realize.
You know what? It's funny that you mentioned moms because my mom literally was like, I love JK's album. Favorites are 3D, 7, Standing Next to You, Please Don't Change. She sent me this a whole paragraph. I'm not kidding about it. It was
but really your mom is an ARMY.
She is an ARMY.
My mom is an anti-K-pop. So.
Yeah. I freaking love this song. Yes or no?
It's so good. I have no other words other than this is probably by far my favorite song on this album.
And you know what I love about this song too is like he was saying about like being in love and not being in love being the divide between these two. With these next two songs, specifically Yes or No and Please Don't Change, I feel like this is the lead-in of like something is happening. There's like turbulence in the relationship. I can't decide where I am. I don't know where you stand. I don't know what's going on. I don't want you to change.
Are we like continuing this? It's like, yeah.
So Please Don't Change, featuring DJ Snake, is the 6th song on this album. I think that this sounds like a Chainsmokers song. Like not in a bad way. It's just very like DJ heavy. It's like a mixture between like club music and like pop. You know what I mean? Like
but I mean also like this is it's not surprising from JK.
No.
Because he really likes like very like groovy songs that you can dance to because he likes to dance.
100%.
And so this is not surprising whatsoever.
No, not at all. it's really interesting having like two DJs on this like discography. It really changes the vibe of the album as like a whole package, which again, like I really enjoy the two of them because both of them have very different styles of DJing.
Absolutely.
And you can tell between these two songs, like it definitely is a difference between the two of them. This one, like I said, reminds me very much of like that club 2012 music. The reason I say Chainsmokers is it's because it's got that like rhythm of Chainsmokers songs.
Yes, no,
you know
I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
I've listened to too much Chainsmoker in
me
my
too.
days.
Me freaking too. God. So the next song is Hate You. This one
Who heard this boy?
Oh my god.
Who heard this boy?
This to me is like a very classic ballad, like that we would get on like, you know, like a BTS song with the vocal line.
Oh yeah.
Very like ballad vocals. Oh my god. I just put like vocals with like 3 exclamation marks on this song. Extremely piano heavy, which I love because we have gotten all these like really like heavy bassy DJ music up until this point, and this like hard cutoff of ballad music. Just like I was like, whoa, hang on, I can't be crying in the club right now.
I was crying the first time I listened to this song.
It's so good. I love his vocals in this. I feel like that mixture between his really dark like undercurrent and then the like high beautiful moments are just like so piercing and like very poignant, if that makes any sense. Like it hits you in your like soul.
Sorry, I got distracted because I have 2 photos of JK on my Spotify screen right now as I'm following through this album. It's very distracting.
It's very distracting.
It's very distracting.
Yeah.
Next one is Somebody.
Man, the beat is so freaking groovy on this. Like, oh boy, it reminds me of like Michael Jackson songs from like the 90s. Like very groovy, really heavily inspired by like the disco era. That bass guitar just like
it's like it reminds me of a certain like style, but I can't put my finger on it. And I've been thinking about it since the release. Maybe someday I'll put like I'll figure it out and then I'll text you with all caps or something. But until then, man, this dude,
this guy right here. This is what we're talking about when it comes to versatile with JK, because he can really just fit into any genre of music and his voice just fits in it so well.
I mean, he is the lead vocalist for a reason.
Pop Prince right here. This is what I'm saying. Pop Prince. I said what I said.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Too Sad to Dance.
Okay, so this one I had 2 thoughts with. Okay. First of all, crying in the club.
Yeah.
Crying in the club. My other thought with this is like it's intensely different from all of the songs that are on this album, and I kind of love it for that. Like it is so like out of left field from this album. Like it feels like it would fit in a different album, and yet it fits into this one so well because it's a mixture of all of the like happy love songs and all of the sad songs combined together.
Different.
It's so different.
It's basically like the lyrics and the meaning of the sad songs with a little bit like a peppier like beat from the
my brain and body were confused because my brain was sad.
Is peak TXT though.
True. TXT is always about like having that upbeat
but having the saddest lyrics.
You're just like, oh, okay, I didn't know we were doing this today. You know what I mean? I really like it. It took me like a moment to be like, what are we doing? We're talking about like
what is going on here?
We're talking about like really sad relationshipy stuff, and yet it's like upbeat and I feel like I want to dance, but like,
and yet here we are.
I'm confused. This is like, honestly, you know what it's like? It's like hearing Wildflower, but putting on 3D, and you're just like, I'm so confused right now.
No, it's literally putting your K-pop playlist on shuffle.
Actually, yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. But I love it because it's so out of pocket, and I love the title because I think it fits this song so perfectly. Too sad to dance, because you want to dance but you're just too sad. Like,
but also I can't stop thinking about that one Run episode with like cry dancing.
Yeah, that's what I think of. That's what I imagine when I hear this song. I'm like, yeah, we could do it. Yeah, that's how
anyway, Shot Glass of Tears. This is my number 2.
This is
100%
the saddest song.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I love this song.
The line, "Am I ever gonna feel again?" Oh, that punched me in the gut so hard that I had to lie down. You know what I mean? Like, I had to physically go onto the floor and lie down.
It's like, it's not like I was already crying from Hate You, and then this one just comes out of left field and you're like, oh, wow.
His voice in this, I love how stripped down and simple it is with the piano. I literally just wrote, holy shit, too sad, while I was making notes about this song, because I couldn't I couldn't comprehend the sadness within this song. And of course, like, yeah, JK would definitely sing this freaking song.
But also it's just like, because he's so good with expressing these emotions through music. It's just like, the song is sad as shit.
Oh yeah.
But I love this song.
I love this song. I love it to my core. Like, this was an immediate put on my sad girl playlist. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If I need to cry, this is the song that I will be putting on to that.
Yeah, you put that, and then you put We Are Both Eternal.
Listen, I mean, he also wrote Magic Shop, so this should not be surprising as a song that, like, comes on. And the fact that he said that he was thinking about ARMY while writing some of these songs really just, like, no, sir.
You know, the knife is already in deep enough.
Yeah, you didn't have to twist it. Yeah. You didn't have to twist it. I was already hurting my guy. So let's talk about this entire album is in English. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't particularly have any thoughts.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's whatever he decides to do. And to me, it's gonna be good, or like, he's releasing what he wants to release. I don't think that it's the kind of thing that would be like imposed onto him, because like, there's no way.
There's no way.
But also, if I was kind of surprised, but also kind of not, because he has been practicing on his English a lot. And if that's what he wanted to release, then I'm here behind him. It sounds super good, but it would also, like, sounded just as good, in my opinion, if it was in Korean. Yeah. That's my opinion on it. Some people might be like, oh, like, why is there no Korean, blah, blah, blah. It's like, at the end of the day, it's his music, it's his work, it's what he decides to make. Yeah. Who are we to judge? Who are we to be mad at whatever decision he makes for his stuff? Because it's a representation of what he wants to put out. Yeah, that's my opinion about it. I don't about you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm of the same opinion. If this is, like, he was saying in Sushita, like, when he was picking the songs for his album, I mean, you know, he was like, these are all my favorite songs, and this is what I want to put out. And to me, Yeah, like why not? It's your album, it's your choice what kind of songs that you want to sing, and I really could care less if songs are in English or in Korean. Like to me it doesn't matter.
To me it's just like a plus. I'm putting it in quotation marks just because I can like purely sing the entire songs if I wanted to.
Yeah, like I can fully understand.
But I would do the exact same thing in Korean.
100%. Yeah, so, I do that now. Like,
just make it a little easier because I'm still very much beginner on my Korean.
Yeah,
that's purely the only reason.
Yeah,
won't care.
Yeah, no. I think it's interesting the discourse about like, is this a K-pop album? You know, like a traditional K-pop album. And to me, I don't think it matters whether we classify it as
but
pop
also
or K-pop.
Seem to forget all the time that K-pop is not a genre but an industry.
Yeah, and also too, he's a Korean artist, so
yes,
I don't think I wouldn't not categorize it as K-pop. Why can't it be both?
To me, it is K-pop. Yes, it will most like very more likely being appreciated in the Western industry because it is in English, and that's because how the world is and it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But it is K-pop because he is a K-pop artist and because he is in that industry.
Yeah.
He decides to release whatever the fuck he wants to release, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I don't.
Your opinion don't matter. You're entitled to your opinion,
of course,
but it don't matter.
It don't matter. And if you don't like it, then don't stream it and don't listen to it.
Yeah.
That's just fine.
I'm gonna stream it.
I'm gonna stream it because I freaking love this album. Do you have, what are your like top 3 songs from this album?
Top 3?
Yeah.
My Yes or No, Shot Glass Full of Tears. I have said those were my top 2.
Yeah.
Third one though.
It's hard.
I think I'll go Standing Next to You because it surprised me a lot.
Yeah.
But also not.
Yeah.
And it's just like really, really groovy. Like even Jacob started grooving to it in the car. So impressive. I'm just like, yeah.
JK.
He's doing it.
He's doing it. I think.
What about you?
Well, Yes or No and Shot Glass Full of Tears for sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's really hard to choose a third one. But I think I'm gonna go Closer to You.
Yeah. Very valid, very fair.
Yeah, I really like that song a lot. But I could switch out honestly any of them for the entire album. Like I love the amount of creativity, the amount of like chameleon he's done in this album with like the different like switch ups and genres and people who are like featured on it. Like it's
it has like showed for sure how versatile he is. I know I'm saying this again. But also it is still very, 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 very JK.
100%. And like I can't wait for 2025. Like we have gotten all of their albums now, and all of them have showed us like who they are, who they want to be, how different they are from each other, and I can't wait until they come back together and show us the difference in collective. I think we are not ready for whatever's about to come next. Hi, Olaf.
Sorry.
I don't think that we are prepared for BTS 2025.
No, we're not. We're really not.
I'm just gonna say that right now.
You and I best moment is yet to come.